Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Misao, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Misao's Dream Journal. This is going to be a collection of 2 dreams that I've had recently. So to start off, one has to do with Beyblade. So, you don't know this, but I've done some Beyblading before. My first ever bays were Dual Layer, Victory Valkyrie, and Storm Spryzen. Pretty sure it was the Hasbro one. It came with a stadium. It's a yellow, smaller Hasbro stadium, or maybe like orange. I don't really know. It looks yellow to me though. Yeah, then I started maining a single layer. Did I say before that Spryzen and Valtryek were dual layers? Yeah, they were dual layers. Did I call Valtryek Valkyrie before? I don't really care though. Valkyrie is the Takeratomi name, and Valtryek is the Hasbro name. So I just use Valtryek because that's what they call him in the anime. Yeah, speaking of the anime, I only really watched the anime up until after I finished Evolution. Then I started Turbo, but I kind of lost interest because they brought in a new protagonist, Iger Akabane. I'm just gonna call him Akabane. Yeah, that's kind of it. But I still learned a bit about the different animes. Like for instance, Rise. The protagonist for Rise is Dante. And the protagonist for Surge, or the 2 protagonists are the brothers, I forgot, Hikaru and Hyuga, I think their names are. And then finally for Quad Drive and Quad Strike, it's Bell. And yeah, then after that they started up X with I thought that for a while now the protagonist was Robin, but a lot of people are saying that it's actually Jackson Cross or Blader X, but whatever. Yeah. So anyways, now for the dreams. My first dream, it has to do with Beyblade, of course. Well, I don't think I finished my sentence before, but the Bey that I started maining after Valtryek was Single Layer Dark Doomsizer, and then after that I have my first Evolution Beyblade, Drain Fafnir. However, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know. The Fafnir I had feels a bit, I don't know, third-party knockoff. I mean, it looks cool, but I don't know. It just feels weird to me. I'm not trying to be ungrateful about it, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel official, but it could just be me. But yeah. Anyways, back to the dream. So for a while now, I still feel I need some more context. I'm so sorry if I'm not getting to the portion that you guys want, but we just need some more context. So then afterwards, I studied Beyblades for a bit, and I decided to come up with my own concepts of my very own Beyblade. And I went all the way from the first ever plastic gem Beyblades to the new X Beyblades. And my Beyblade that I've come up with is known as Riot. And I might save this for another video, but I will talk a bit about Riot, in today's video because of the first dream, which is about Beyblade. So the dream starts off with a tournament. It's kind of like a tag duel tournament or whatever. I decided to team up with the villain turned good guy of Beyblade Burst Rise, that being Gwen Reynolds, and his Eclipse Genesis, or Big Bang Genesis, whatever you want to call it. And I don't remember the opponent that we were fighting against, but I do remember that I was using a quad strike bay, and Gwen was also using a quad strike bay. It was the quad strike format, so well, we were using a dynamite Beyblades to be more exact, or we'll go with quad strike since I'm pretty sure the final Beyblade that Vault used in quad strike was a Hasbro a Hasbro quad strike Beyblade, that being Ultimate Valtryek Evo, or Ultimate Evo Valtryek, or whatever. But yeah, so I also designed my own quad strike Beyblade, that being Riot V End, and the combination that I'm using. It's dark in my room. Let me just turn the lights on for a quick minute. So, keep in mind, I'm not really too good at combinations, so I apologize. But I'm using the Beyblade, and this is my second God dang it, I forgot the name again, Quad Strike Beyblade that I designed, because my first design wasn't the best, but I'm using my V2 design is Riot V End Evo V2, and I made some of my own custom parts for this. They're not really custom, I more just made it so that they can interact with evolution gears, but the schematics are Riot V End Evo V2 Illegal Plus bearing with the squiggly line plus Zeal 10. So you got the 10 armor, which I decided to trade out the gravity rings for armors, because the armors I just think are better. For the forged disc is Illegal Plus, so that it can use the S gear, I think, goes on the forged discs. We're using the L gear to interact with the quad strike blade thing, which can originally go on, I think it was the Bellfire base, but I decided that it could also be used for Riot's quad strike blade thing, and the driver's bearing I heard was pretty good, so I decided that it could be that. So I just made it that it could be compatible with the V gear. And for the armor tip, I used Zeal, because why not? I heard that Zeal was a pretty good armor tip, so I decided that it could be used. And for the accessory, I went with the Zest sword, which could be compatible with, I'm pretty sure it's Zest Achilles. And I just made it, and it was just like, fuck it, Riot can use all of these things because I don't really care. I made the bay so we can have plot armor. Because what the fuck. Yeah. And then since it was like a tag team duel, it's like a free player duel, so I decided that my teammate that I would upgrade my teammate Gwen's bay to a dynamite Genesis. So I decided that I would give him a dynamite base, so I went with the name Superior Genesis. And so we got Superior Genesis All Might V10 with the V evolution gear. So it's got the 10 armor, and the driver is All Might, because Superior Genesis is kind of like that one Luminor Bay, where it's like a combination of the forged disc and the energy layer. And then we've got our new character. I didn't give him a name. If you want to give him a name, you can. But for the naming in Beyblade, you gotta give him an H name, because his base starts with the letter H, and just because that's how it's done in Beyblade. Like Vault and Valtryek, Daigo and Doomsizer, Shu and Spryzen. Yeah, stuff like that. So the bay that I decided to give him with I gave him like a quad strike bay, because why not? I was getting kind of lazy. And so here we go. We have Great Hound over Revolve Q plus Yard 10. We've got the 10 armor, the overdisc, because Hasbro's version of the Overdisc is kind of bad. It's just better that you use Takeratomi's. The driver we have Revolve Q, and for the armor tip we have Yard, and I decided to design it off of Chain Kerbeus, so not the most original design ever, but yeah, here we go. So we're gonna call him H, but you're free to give him a better name if you want, which I'll then use for the rest of my videos revolving around these characters if I have any more dreams about them. So we have my friends, we have me, we have Gwen, and we have H, and we're in this like tag team tournament, and it's up to me and Riot at the end against this guy, and of course I win, and we become the champions of the tournament. And then as we're leaving, we see two bladers having a battle. We have one unnamed blader, and then we have a new masked blader who calls himself Blader X. And he has won his own match with his bay, known as Dran Sword, starting up the X series. So I also decided to design me, Gwen, and H some of our own X bays for the basic line and unique line. However, I will be giving us new bays for when the CX line releases in Japan or here. I don't really know where it's going to release first, but probably Japan or wherever it is. But yeah, that's the end of the first dream. I thought it was a fun dream, and I decided to make some cool base concepts, which were pretty cool. So I might show them off in a video, but I thought I had some fun. I think my bays for Riot are pretty cool. My bays for Genesis I also thought were pretty cool. My bays for Hound I thought were a bit lazy, but they're not too bad. I think I did fairly good with them. So here we have my next dream. So it starts off in a dream within a dream, where I'm in a building. It's like in a school field trip. We're in this building, and it's pretty dark. And I'm with some of my classmates and teachers, and we see these strange figures. They look like people, but they're not. In other words, they're zombies, and we gotta run away. But as I tried to fight them off, because my classmates kind of didn't really believe me with what I was saying, and I ended up getting bitten. And you know, when you get bitten by a zombie, you know, you turn into one. So now I'm infected, which is just great. And then I wake up, and I'm in my room, and I get out, and we're in the area where the outbreak took place, and my classmates were there, and I'm there, and I have like a stuffy nose. I'm not really feeling too good, and they're kind of questioning me, and then I'm like, guys, I got bitten by a zombie, I'm infected. They don't believe me, of course. And then the zombies come again, and this time they finally believe me, and we gotta run. And that's kind of it for that one. Yeah, and then we have another Beyblade dream. I don't remember the basics of it, but I mean, it was kind of just like another Beyblade dream, which I don't really remember too much. If I'm correct, it was like during the Chozi era, and I did make a Chozi Riot Beyblade. Let me try to find it. By the way, for Riot, I tried to make him an attack type. Some of them he's a stamina type, and in others it's balance type. But it's primarily an attack type, and from my Chozi bays I have multiple of them. However, so I made 3 of them, as they're supposed to be like evolutions, and I'm going to go with my final evolution here, that being Turbo Riot. 00 Meteor Dimension, with the fourth disc being 00, for disc frame it's Meteor, and for the driver it's Dimension. So I decided to design some of them off of Protagonist Beyblades. However, for some specific versions, I decided to go off with with the Beyblades that I liked. So, like, for instance, some of them are designed off of Doom Sizer because I like Doom Sizer, and others I designed it off of Craze Satan or Curse Satan, you know, all that. Like, for instance, I tried to make like Craze Satan's wheel god ability but better. I also decided to make like Doom Sizer's Scythe but better. I doubt very good though. To be honest, I doubt any of my designs are really good. I'm sure that some of the stock combos might not be too bad. I feel like especially for Riot V and Evo V2, because I actually did some effort on studying for that one. But yeah, honestly, I doubt really any of them are too good, but I think that's okay. As you know, one day if I would ever like make these real with like a 3D printer and some friends or stuff, I would definitely, you know, consult some Beyblade pros and whatever about, you know, how I can change up these designs to make them better and, you know, get better stock combos. But in conclusion, you know, I felt that I did pretty good with the with these Bay designs, and I thought those were some really fun dreams. And I wonder what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed my dreams. Be sure to comment down below about H's name and you know, some good stock combos for attack types I might consult in making upgraded versions of these. But yeah, in conclusion, I don't know. Peace out, y'all.